Hello. I am streaming. Hey Steam, how are we doing today? Hey Chaos. Okay. Today's stream, it's like 2:25. I'm gonna stream for like an hour and a half. I'm feeling burnt out. And so I'm gonna split the stream, I think, into 2 parts. I'm gonna sketch for a half hour for the alien piece that I've wanted to do for months. And then I'm gonna try and complete my my July sticker design so that I can like get rolling on the next one as soon as possible. Yeah. No, it's not great. I think it's just like a side effect of me like doing the like another convention, and I feel like I haven't done anything like outside of drawing for fun, like because I do have fun when I draw. But I think just like it's weird, like I think the only thing that like Jordan and I have done for fun in the last like couple years even was like go see the Mario movie in theaters, and that was great. But like I think it's like a mix of like the pandemic happening and then having a kid, and I just like I came to this realization today. I was like, oh my god, like I haven't actually like done anything like for fun in ages. Even though like what I do for work is actually what I have the most fun doing, so maybe that's not really true. But you guys know what I mean, like stuff outside of drawing, I guess. It's like, I don't know. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to draw Ripley in her like tank top and underwear from Alien. I was also thinking about drawing like part of the alien as like part of the design or something. So I think I want this to be like a print. I think that would be really cool. So if I do like a print design for Ripley, it kind of means that I don't have to do like a complete body shot. Do it where it's like partial, but I think a scene, I want to like watch it again, so it's like when she's in the, she's getting out and you think it's the end, but it's not the end. And the alien is still there. Because I don't remember exactly like how this goes. She's like getting into the escape pod. Oh my god, this movie's so scary. Maybe I could literally just do like the alien's like hand coming out, but the alien's face is like what's actually identifiable about it, you know? Hey spiders. Hello. I think I'm just gonna like do some like figure drawing here and see what kind of pose I can come up with and see if we can work with that. Have the tail on the pod. Wait, what do you mean? Why not use its tail? I feel like it's also fairly recognized. Yeah. I could. I'm thinking... Like, it might not be exactly, like, movie accurate, right? But... That's the alien. That's the alien. I need a reference. You know what might also be fun is doing a drawing of her like with her jumpsuit on with the cat. I really want to do this for the poster though. What if I did something too where it's just kind of like in the background, you know? Because that's kind of how that scene is. Like, she thinks she's okay, and then you see the alien is still there. I should rewatch this movie. It's been too long. It's been a couple years. Hey, Tomlin. The cat is piloting her. Hey, Squeegee. How you doing? That's scary. like the alien's like watching her get undressed or something. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god. Dude, what a perv. The hand is what comes out in the scene. The alien hand. Do you still do commissions? Not right now, no. I open for commissions. If I open for commissions, I do it in January, and I take like a certain number, and then that's it for the year. Oh, it's already so weird. I was gonna do it where like the alien is actually really faded in the background here, so like you're not really seeing it, you know, unless you like look closely. I want it to be like in the shadows. This is her just like trying to get comfortable. I think that's actually kind of a cool, it'll be kind of cool. I would actually love to do so many like drawings of Ripley. I love her. I want to draw her in her jumpsuit. WT? What does that mean? You got this, Chaos. I'm rooting for you. Sorry. I don't even like realize when I'm singing. Night O Caesar finished Ganon. Cute Girls in Armor win. That's my vote. For sure. Yeah, RC, I'll post in January on my Twitter and my Instagram. It'll probably be the first week of January if I do decide to open commissions next year. Um, it'll probably be 5 to 6 slots, something like that. And they'll probably be for like portrait commissions again, just like last year. Which I ended up turning a lot of those into like half bodies, but it's okay. Don't want a repeat of this round. Yeah, I took too many this year. You know what I think was the thing that I did wrong is that I made a promise that I would have it all done by the end of March, and that obviously did not happen, and I feel very bad about it. And it's not good for anybody. So the way that it's gonna go next year is when I open those slots, that's for the rest of the year. That's what I'm telling people. Like, you may be waiting many months to receive your commission. That is just kind of how it has to go. I can't make promises of things being done at a certain time because I'm taking on a lot of different responsibilities, and so I can't make promises. I can promise that you will receive a finished product. But that's all. I can't do it in like a short amount of time. That's just not how my stuff works. So at least my next ideas will be much easier than this one, yeah. So you really want to do like me completing that sub sketch? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, I think like I'm just like feeling a lot of pressure right now because like there's a lot of stuff that we need to like get done for auto. Like I actually have to draw like a bunch of like these big scenes for the storybook, and like Waz is like on a really good streak like working on auto stuff, so Jordan wants me to get that done like now, but I was like, I can't. Like, I'm doing too much stuff. So I'm I'm feeling the pressure. I don't know. It's no good. So in terms of doing commissions, like I think once Otto is out, like I can have more of like a, if I decided to do commissions in the future, you know, like I'll have more of like a sort of regular opening schedule where it's not just at the beginning of the year, but so far I think this is just like what's gonna work for me, you know, especially now, just because like we're kind of on these sort of deadlines now with Otto. I gotta get all this stuff done. I say as I'm like starting a new piece, but I really want to have this done for Fan Expo. Like it would just make me very happy to have this piece for Fan Expo. This is like a very revealing, like low waisted underwear thing that she wears in this scene. It's so low waisted, her butt crack shows in the movie. She's like, I don't care. I've escaped. Is this Ripley from Metroid? No. Do you mean Ridley? Man, Metroid takes so much inspiration from this movie. It's funny because this is like, this is probably my favorite movie. I don't know. Whenever people ask me that, I'm like, I don't know. I like a lot of movies. Aw, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, when he starts school, it might change things too. Yeah, I think it's just like there's been so many changes like in my personal life and like me trying to kind of keep up with my business while like adjust to those changes has been very hard. So taking commissions, it's just become like a different kind of challenge. Although I always have taken a shit ton of time to work on commissions. Let's be real. I think his name is Ridley. Like after Ridley Scott, the director of Alien. And Ripley is so close to Ridley. I always get confused. Alien came out in July 17th, 1986. Metroid came out in Japan August 6th, 1986. But it came out in the US in 87. Like the original Alien? The original one? It was 86? No, it was earlier. 1979. That's what I thought. It was late 70s. What an amazing... That's so crazy. What an amazing movie. It came out in the late 70s. Yeah. Maybe a different Alien movie came out then. Like one of the sequels. Yeah. I thought that it was earlier just because I have it kind of like in my mind as like a early 80s film, but it's actually late 70s. What a great movie going into the 80s, man. Oh my god, I love this movie. It's so stylish and scary. It's like beautifully filmed too. I think I remember like reading somewhere, I don't know if it was pertaining to Alien, but Ridley Scott was saying that he was like really interested in the success of Star Wars and how Star Wars was done and stuff. Maybe that sort of contributed to the, I don't know how he ended up doing Alien. If I'm remembering that correctly. I went through a little bit of a phase where I was like really into like Ridley Scott. I wanted to like know everything about what he did and stuff. Probably because of this movie. I just really, really like this movie. Like I never do fan art of like my favorite stuff. I think I've been doing it more and more lately, which makes me really happy. But it does add some more pressure, weirdly enough, because it's like I'm super familiar with the characters and everything. I want to get them just right. Pretty question right now, baby. I rarely do fan art too. I do a lot of fan art, but like I do a lot of fan art of stuff that I'm like into, but not like my favorites, you know? Like I feel like every time I try to draw like an Evangelion character, I like flip out about it. Like I can never get their likeness the way that I want them to be, even though like Ava's one of my favorite animes, and like it would please me to have more fan art of stuff that I'm like super, super into. It's like the one thing is like Samus. I've done like a shit ton of Samus fan art. I really do love Samus. Rare Asuka. Asuka. But I still love Rey. That's such a hard question. Squeegee, I do believe that's part of it, because I've drawn her so many times. Okay, and here's the thing too. I've drawn a Leia and been super satisfied with how I've drawn her face, you know? So if I'm drawing her again and I can't get that like satisfied place, you know, like it just irks me. Like I'm irked. I can't complete it because I just have to keep trying. And I think, like, you know, some people can kind of get it on a couple tries. Sometimes it works that way and sometimes it doesn't with me. And I think the more that I know about a character, the more familiar I am with a character, the more I'm aware if something feels a little inconsistent with them. Oh shit, I left this big, like, scribble here. How are you, Foxy? I mostly just do fan art. I do want to draw my OCs more, though. Same. I also want to draw more of my OCs. It's good to make time for stuff like that. Like on my birthday this year, I think I'm gonna draw Ox again. And I might do like a sort of like cover sketch idea for the art book. Like that might be when I start that. So I don't really draw my VTuber that much. It's burger time, heck yeah. That sounds good. I want a burger too. Oh, that would be cool. You gotta rig them, Squeegee. I can't even draw while talking. Drawing is pretty mentally taxing. It can be hard. It can be hard to do like multitasking when you're drawing a picture. For me, it like depends on what I'm drawing. If I can multitask. If it's something that I've drawn a lot, like cute girls, then I can manage it. But otherwise, usually I need to like take more time or whatever. And the rain was crazy last night. I had to wake up the baby because there was a tornado. Bring him downstairs. He was like so asleep. Poor baby. I had to wake him up and be like, hi dude, we gotta go to the basement. We hung out down there for 45 minutes, just like hanging out in the basement, waiting for the storm to pass. Yeah, dude, you gotta get like a low poly. Yeah. It's gotta be like a low poly situation. Yeah, add textures to it. There's a lot of great tools in ZBrush that help you do that. I'd also like to have it be able to, yeah. The only way to do that is to do like a low poly thing with texture maps, UV maps or whatever. VR Chattelama, oh my god, how cool would that be? It, you know, having those high poly, like, it's impossible in some cases to make that work, you know? What if I did it so that the alien was kind of like head on in the background like this, you know, like coming from the shadows. Ah. Maybe we could do something where it shows the tail. That's kind of cool. It's Ripley! Yes. Yes, you know, Christ. Yes, Eric. Yes. Textures make the GPU suffer more. Really? Than having like a millions of polygons? No. I also love Alien, and that's why I wanted to make a print for Fan Expo. This looks cool. This looks cool. Yes, this will work. She doesn't really have a butt, but it's okay. We'll add a little bit more butt. She's actually so thin. Sigourney Weaver. Millions. Yes, millions will be an issue. Yeah, Yeah, you know, it's like my interpretation of the character. So it's okay. Okay, I gotta work on the July sticker now. I'm like at this point where I have so many works in progress that I feel like it's hard to like think. Like I have to remember where the folder is, and it's just hard. Hmm. Polygons might use CPU instead of GPU. How is that so? Draw furry? Like, are you asking me if I draw furries? Not typically, no. Alright, I said that I would only stream for an hour and a half today because I want to do something fun with my family. we don't do that often enough. Family. I was gonna go like the shorts route, so I'll show you. I had a sketch. A different sketch. Like this. This is cool too with the black, actually. I like that too. This one's probably sexier. I could do the top being black though as well, you know. I kind of like that on the top. Excuse me. Where it's shorts, looks a little more sport. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're kind of like bike shorts or something. I like the sex appeal of the stockings though. I think it looks a little more unique, so I think I am gonna stick with this one. Even though I like both, I do like both designs. They're both cool. The eternal war between the practical and the horny. Should we go more or less fan servicey? I sort of think too, like something like this. Well, I mean, this is really high cut, but like Japanese gym uniforms, you know what I'm talking about? How they have the shorts that are like they're like hot pants, basically. That's what this reminds me of. The shorts that are glorified boy shorts. Hey kid. You dabble with the spice, yeah. It's nice to have like variants and all that. I mean, I can't really do that with this design though. I can't really do like variants for it, at least not for the sticker. You like Cherry? Thank you. She's very cute. Yeah, she's very, very much influenced by like this very old movie. Jordan wanted like something really similar to this princess from a movie called Donkey Skin. And so it was a pleasure to draw that. Yes, there's a lot of auto characters. It's a lot more designs than what I feel like you typically find in a video game. Even for enemies and all that, like, we went crazy. There's just a lot of different ones. Like, every stage is so different. That's part of what makes Auto unique. Like, it's just like an artistic choice, a narrative choice, but like it's very, very different than a lot of games. A lot of games try and like maximize the use of assets that they have. Or like you'll see enemies, you know, the same enemies in multiple levels or multiple sections of the same game, and we don't really do that. Like, we might have enemies that like are similar, I guess, from level to level, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Makes a lot more work for the artists, but it has a kind of cool effect, so it's okay. Yeah, it's really just up to us. That's 100% true. Maybe it does look better with the white top. I don't know. What do you guys think? The black really stands out, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, you kind of get to make that choice, you know. If you want to take more time, you can, because it's your project. You know, you're not depending on the support of like a publisher. Well, some game teams are considered indie, but are still being published by other companies. So I guess it's not necessarily like an indie specific thing. But like Jordan and I, we run everything. We have zero help. We're funding ourselves. So we don't have anybody kind of making financial choices for us. We're making the financial choices. for good or bad. You did make a few million at the con last week. Millions and millions were given to me. You like the white top? I do too. But when I look at it from far away, it's like it blends in with her skin, which I don't like. Oops. Wrong layer. Oh no. Hey Danny. What's happening? I did have fun. I had a lot of fun. But I unfortunately, what the heck? I unfortunately kind of crashed my mom's car a little bit. So that sucked. It happened right at the end. Like, I borrowed my parents' car to go to the convention. And we had packed everything up on Sunday. We were ready to go. And all I had to do was bring the car onto the show floor to get our stuff. And I cut out of the parking space and hit into a pole. And it was like crunch. And I was like, oh my God. And so I parked the car again and I looked at it and I was like, oh shit. But it didn't look like terrible to me. Like, it looked bad, but it didn't look like the end of the world, like whatever. I was like, okay, this could possibly be like a couple $1,000s of damage though, you know, pretty bad. So I'm like trying to calm down, and I talked to my helper, my friend who was with me, and she was like, it's okay. She like gave me a hug. I was like, my parents are never gonna let me borrow the car again. But they brought it to the shop, and thankfully they have collision insurance, so I actually only had to pay like $500 deductible, but we got the estimate back. They first gave us an estimate $5,000, above $5,000 for the estimate. And then they, after like doing more assessments or whatever, they said that it was like $3,000 of damage. So that's what I did. I did that. Thank God they had insurance, because I would have been paying to go to that convention at that point. Yeah. Well, the pole, okay, so it was at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center. I parked in the parking lot that, like, connects with the Skywalk. And there are all these poles, like, in the blind spot area. So, like, when I went to back out, I was looking behind me to see if there were people. But the pole was in my blind spot. And I just, like, it was the front of the car that hit into it. It sucked. Yeah, it was so shitty. But I got lucky, though. Like, that could have been a way worse situation. And thankfully, I only had to pay $500. So, this is why insurance is handy. In the US, like, you can use, like, different insurance companies or whatever. My parents, it's their car, so it was their insurance. They have collision insurance, and I'll tell you why. So collision insurance is, like, you pay extra just in case you hit into something and there's damage from, like, yeah, from you colliding with something else. So this was considered collision, and it counted. But it's something you pay extra for with that. Like, I think typical car insurance doesn't come with collision insurance. I think it may depend on the company you're with, though. But my parents pay extra for it, and it's because my dad often gets in small accidents like this. So, like father, like daughter, I guess. My dad, for a while, was, like, not paying attention when he backed out of their driveway, and he continually hit a bunch of people's cars who were, like, visiting us. Like, it happened with my piano teacher, like, 3 times when I was in high school. It happened a couple times with my aunt. Pop box hitting the cars. So I think they've always had collision insurance since then. Yeah, 3 fucking times. It was always like, what is going on? So yeah, I guess I'm following my father's footsteps here. I don't know. God. It really did happen. I remember my piano teacher was, like, so annoying. Like, my piano teacher used to come to my house to give lessons. And he was, like, so irritated. As he should have been. It happened multiple times. In the US, liability insurance is all that's necessary. Liability insurance covers damages to the other person's vehicle if you cause an accident where you're at fault. Yeah, I'm actually not really sure about the details of car insurance. I've never been the one, like, worrying about it. I hate driving. I don't like cars. So I, like, let Jordan take care of that. I had to use the collision insurance on my vehicle once a couple of years ago when I hit a deer. Yeah, I mean, you just never know what's gonna happen, right? Like, yeah. It sucks because it's like, I don't know. Like, when it happened, I had this huge feeling of dread because I think typically, like, when something like that happens, my mom kind of freaks out about it. And the real issue was that, it was that, so, like, I've mentioned that my mom has cancer. She's actually having surgery on Monday. And she has had to go to all these doctor's appointments because of being sick. So the issue was that me getting into this accident, she was, like, extremely stressed about it because she has all these doctor's appointments to go to, and yeah, and it was, like, worrying her or whatever, making her feel like, oh man, like, maybe I can't go to the appointments because we're not gonna have a car and all this stuff. So I felt really bad. And my mom also tends to, like, flip out about stuff like this. Like, she kind of overreacts, I'd say. Which did happen. Like, it absolutely happened. She got, like, really mad at me when I first told her. Which, honestly, it's like, I don't know. It sucked. Like, I don't want to sugarcoat it, you know? It's like, it was a crappy thing that happened. But it really wasn't my fault. Like, that's what an accident is, you know? It's like, it's not like I planned on, like, doing it, you know? And I was being so responsible, you know? I was actually so rested that day because the last day of the convention was so slow. Like, it hardly felt like I had to do anything because we just had a couple customers and that was it. So it wasn't like I was really exhausted. Like after C2E2, I was, like, dying, you know? Like, that last drive home, I remember thinking to myself, I can't believe I can do this right now because it was just a lot. But yeah, like, I was rested. Everything seemed fine, and then I got into the accident. Yeah, it's the nature of the I know, right? Like, it's like, I don't know why they didn't mean to do it. But I think she still feels like she doesn't want me to use the car again, so we need to figure that out for the next convention that I do, which is Fan Expo. So I need to, my friend who helps me, she was saying that maybe we could just use her car and go, which is insanely nice. So that might just be the direction we go in. But it was my fault. I can't blame them for not trusting me. Yeah, it's a surprise. I rear-ended a guy once when my foot slipped off the brake, and then a month later someone rear-ended me and totaled the car. So I got kind of lucky there. Oh my god! Were you okay? Was everything okay? The car got totaled by that? Holy shit. The parking in that apartment was garbage if you didn't get a spot early. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, the thing about this parking garage, too, was that usually it's, like, super full, you know, during a convention, but because I was, like, a vendor, I was leaving after everybody had already left. And like I said, it was, like, Sunday was a super slow day anyways. Like, there wasn't really anybody there, really. So the problem was that when I parked there, you know, there was a car next to me, like, and the pole was in between us. But when I left, there were no cars on, like, either side of me. So I didn't think that there was, like, a barrier there, you know what I mean? Like, because it was in the blind spot. Yeah. It's okay. I gave my parents the money and stuff, and I just thought, you know, every time I back out of a spot, I'm gonna look all the way around me. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, oh my god, I'm never doing this again. Because it was actually over $3,000 in damage. Like, can you believe that? $3,000 for a little boo-boo. I was okay, I just ripped off the back bumper of the car and, like, knocked the back axle out of whack. Oh no. Oh, well, I'm glad you were okay. That's always kind of the feeling that I get whenever something like this happens with a car. I'm just like, thank God it wasn't, like, a real accident, you know? Like, yes, it's expensive, but expensive is fine, you know? I mean, it's not fine, but it's preferable to anything that involves, like, going to the hospital, you know? It didn't have extra space for the parking spots where the poles were, so you technically had a smaller parking spot that only a compact car. Oh, okay. Right. I have to draw the tag in. Doesn't look like that at all. I really know with details like that how much I should simplify it.
Mama.
Hello. Hi, buddy. How you doing? You feeling okay? Yeah, hi. What's up, good boy? What do you see?
Open eyes.
Ah, I see. I see what you're pointing at. Yeah. Do you want to look at this? Look at this cool thing.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Mom.
Mom, I know what you want, bud. Alright, you can look at it here. Well, this is what you want.
Cool.
He wants the Switch.
He's leaving.
Okay, bye-bye.
We did it, buddy.
It was the baby. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Looks okay. I think I'm gonna end here. We're gonna go do something fun, I think. We're gonna go out somewhere because it's sunny. Oh, I'm about to leave RC. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go. I just wanted to get like a little bit done here. I didn't want to do like a full stream today just because I'm just feeling really burnt out. So I want to try and like remedy that, I guess. Maybe go to the park or something. That should really be like a darker black for those laces. And this too. Oops. Wrong layer. This is a cool design. I do feel that it's lacking some sort of pattern or something, though. I can probably add some texture to the socks and stuff. Is this the new protag of Space Jam? Yes. Absolutely. I think too I wanted to do something with like 23 on the shirt. And some sort of like varsity looking. Yeah, Michael Jordan Chan. Heck yeah. Michael Jordan Chan. It's like a good varsity font. Maybe I could just like see what font they use for the Jordan jersey. Why is this so funny? Oh my god. Why is this so funny? For some reason, this is really making me laugh. This looks shoddy. I don't know. I always find it's like difficult to use like real text in a drawing, but I kind of want it to look more like realistic, you know? This is funny. Well, I can keep working on that. I don't know. Ideally, I'd want her to have that on her shirt, but it's looking a little wonky. I don't know. Maybe it would look better in red. No, I think the black is the best. Yeah, there just needs to be like more pattern on this. that so difficult? Oh my god. I think what's making me laugh is that it's like literally on her like chest. It's so weird looking. I don't know. We'll see. I might not use that. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna actually leave now. Sorry. I will be back on Monday to stream more on Twitch. Hope you guys have an excellent rest of your weekend. Thanks for chilling with me. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, I'll see you on Monday around 1 to 2 p.m. Central Time. Bye! Happy Saturday. Bye-bye.